unfortunately. يعني قلبنا معاها إن شاء الله. Our next speaker, Prof. Amal Hashim, she will be talking about something that is really dear to our hearts, patient advocacy group, enhancement care. Prof. Amal Hashim is a consultant in pediatrics, genetics, and metabolic disorder, professor at Al-Faisal University, and the leader of genetic clinics in Sahha Virtual Hospital. Please welcome with me Dr. Amal Hashim.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me a great pleasure to be with you today. Thank you, Dr. Hajar, for inviting me. Thanks, Fatma, for this organization. And as Dr. Hajar say, we are going to talk about patient advocacy group, enhancing care, and atypical aHUS. Mainly, we'll talk about empowering patient, advancing research, and improving the outcome. So I can go, or okay. So. Again, as you're talking about aHUS, I'm not going deeply about it, just to remind you that it is a life-threatening genetic disorder caused by dysregulation of the complement system, and it leads to thrombotic phenomena and microangiopathy, and it is a triad of symptoms, which is hemolytic anemia, thrombocytopenia, acute kidney injury. How come I'm geneticist? I'm talking about this because, you know, some of those are coming to our genetic clinic for genetic diagnosis, and actually it is important for the collaboration between geneticists and nephrology and hematology and everybody, because those genetic disorder, if you just treat the patient and forget that you have risk of 25% that you have next year, you'll have his brother and or sister, la samhallah, and because of the genetic problem, you are going to treat many people in the same family, or the cousin who married to the first cousins. So actually what we are going to do, or what is our prospect, that a complement or a prospect to treat all the families, and also to implement premarital screening or selective premarital screening for those families with high risk of those disorders. So not only to wait till the patient gets disease, actually to prevent the next family member to come. So my talk will concentrate on the challenges for the advocacy group, support group. And as Dr. Ahmed was talking about the challenges for the diagnosis, treatment, and continuation of the treatment. So there is diagnosis challenges. The symptoms overlap with other disease. Many other doctors that they may see the patient, they cannot recognize that this is the disease. The patient may have late diagnosis and limited access to a specialized center. Treatment challenge with high cost, lifelong therapy, transplant, sometimes failed, emotional and financial burden. All these are really challenges. So what is the role of patient advocacy group? And actually, you know, the advocacy group is different than support group. And really, really, I would like to thank Dr. Hajar and Dr. Ahmed for putting this important subject in this day. Because support group, you know, it is only the support group from, the focus of support group is psychosocial and emotion. The focus of advocacy group is implement guideline and pressure on the stakeholder from the patient side to provide the service. So it is a little bit different. Support group is just support, advocacy group to implement, to pressure. So it's really, there's some difference. The support group usually will use a gathering, but advocacy group will use campaign, not campaign for awareness, campaign to support people, to make people to come together. Now, what is the difference in our society? And I will show you. In our society, there is no any advocacy group. I try to look for any advocacy group. None. Not in nephrology, not in hematology, not in oncology. There is support groups, yes. But advocacy group, there is no, not still. The management between those, or intersection between those, is very complicated. And I think it's very important that advocacy group be initiated from institute, from MOH, from Ministry of Health, from societies, not to be initiated from patient side. Because if it's initiated from patient side, it may be, sorry I'm saying this, but this is the real, and that's what we see it sometimes. They may go in the extremes. And you may see some of advocacy group not with health, with other things like Greenpeace, like the others, they are sometimes going extremely because they don't have a good leader. So if you have advocacy group, am I recorded? Okay, well, I still. The advocacy group who are from ministry or are led by someone who had vision that can control the things. So let's go and see what we have more. So why matter in atypical aHUS? Because we want to raise awareness about the disease among patients, families, and healthcare provider. From me as a geneticist, I would like also to raise the awareness and the tribes that this disease is common. Provide education and resource for them. Advocate the access for diagnosis treatment. Now I will show you some of support groups. Some of support group that I took in the last 3-4 days I was preparing for this lecture. As I told you, I try to find support groups, and usually in Saudi Arabia, we don't use Facebook, not like other countries. We use Telegram, we use WhatsApp, Snap, and Twitter, and Instagram. This is the most social platforms. What they use, usually the people, our patients, they use as a groups is WhatsApp, but now they turn to Telegram. And you know why? Because Telegram is more privacy. No need for your name and mobile number to be there. Here, all the patients here in Multaqa Ailat al-Kila, there is around 1,400 patients. None of them, there is Abu Flan, name of Flan, Najmat al-Layl, stars of people, that's it. No numbers, so more privacy in the Telegram. Also in the Telegram, you can delete your total entire conversation. So, and it has many advantages than others. I will show you why I put this, because that's what we need to be with our patients. So some of the things that, this is a nephrology support group. Someone is saying, I will come here because here's not, I will say in English, I will try and translate. Assalamu alaikum, sodium chloride before or after feed. The other one lady, she write the Midorium, and she say, is this right? Because I am trying to find it, I didn't find it anywhere. Anyone has extra medication can give me. And then someone asked her, what are you? And then they sent her the medication. So there is, collaboration, sending medication, extra medication. How advocacy group, and each time I will show you some of those support group, which is really nice. How advocacy group enhance care. They can host webinar, conference, information campaign. They can distribute material about atypical aHUS, diagnosis, treatment. We can support families by connecting them and connect them with the treatment center, and to make the access of care for them more easier. Actually, support groups, sometimes I will show you what we did also in this. So we need to build a patient community. So any new patient who come with this rare disorder, usually they feel that they are lost. They feel that what is going on? They come to the doctor, he's giving them a lot of information with many unrecognized names and vocabularies, and they go with a whole of, fog. They cannot remember anything. So when they go out, they will see anyone, and this is the risk or the bad thing. They will go for anyone, they will open any website to look. So we need to gather those community together, put someone who is really one of those parents, who is really, initiative and dedicated, so he can lead this, because doctors had no time. And if we don't take the leader, or we didn't put someone instead of us, maybe someone who will come who is not that experienced, that may give another information that it is really not right. Examples of community building activities that we can do for them. We can do for them online forums, social media group, as I talked to you, in-person support group and events, and peer mentorship programs. And this what I think that after this, day, we can try to build with our patients some of those community in atypical aHUS or PNH, because I talked with our nephrologist. He had like maybe 3 or 4 patients. Maybe Dr. Abdul Karim, he had some patient. Each one of us had some patient. We can gather them in one, and they will really benefit from this instead of the things they are doing. The social media support group, as I told you, Facebook are not using. Instagram, usually they don't use it for support group. Twitter, they just gather themselves, but they don't put a lot of things. And WhatsApp, only some mothers, they put like support group for renal transplant, they put for them. But the most common, I told you, they are talking about Telegram. So for this, I would like also to read it for you. Sorry for this. But this one of the fathers, you know, it is renal nephro support group and going of unrecognized disease where I will go to be diagnosed. I have to have renal transplant. So this one, he's saying, how are you? I have a question and I would like you to answer. My sister is insisting to donate for me the kidney. And I don't want to, I don't want to say no for her and she will be sad. But I don't want her to give me her kidney because I'm afraid that she will have a complication. And now I don't know what to say. I have to go to them, to the hospital, and I don't know what to say anything. So all of the others, this one, wait, yeah. This one he say, wafig. The other one say, Abu Flan, please accept. The other one say, nothing will happen to her, please accept. It was easy. The other one he say, wafig, please accept. It is easier than what you think. It is a simple one. This lady, this one who answered is a lady, and she's a donor. So she say, it is a little sickness, تعب بسيط. It is as cesarean section, and every 2 or 3 days, and she will go. Everything will be fine. Just please go because you are suffering going out every day. The other one he say, you are going every day or every week to Jeddah. Just please answer and say yes. So it touched me. When I see how they are with each other and they are supporting each other, and he didn't go to anywhere. He go to the support group. He didn't, ask someone else. So what is the risk? And another away from this, the advocacy group or support group that can do the things that we are lacking, and what Dr. Ahmed also today say about research lacking, and everyone. Or the culture of research in our culture, it is lacking. The people, they are thinking, oh, you are going to take from me blood, you will put me in the net, I will see myself in the YouTube, and you are talking, you will distribute my information. No, it's not like this, the research, and clinical research not like this. So sometimes, those treatments which are new, we need people to volunteer with us for this clinical research. So research and innovation in the aHUS need the role of advocacy group in them because they will collect the fund, they will encourage patients to participate in the clinical trial and facilitate data sharing through patient registries. So this is another good thing for them. This one was saying, Assalamu alaikum, King Faisal rang me and they told me that my lab was high cholesterol and they are giving me medication. Shall I take? So what do you think they answer him? Someone say, I told you it is a little bit high, so don't take it. Don't take the medication. And I was boiling when I saw those. And so another one, I told you, look, someone give me the medication and I left it, nothing will happen. This one, oh, adi, take the badi with shahi and it will be. So this is the other face of the support group that we don't want them, that they sometimes just depress the people. But sometimes, no, actually they say, don't answer them, just go for your doctor and take his advice. Another example of success story and support group that this one lady, she say, this one actually was not in the nephro, was the oncology. And she say, I didn't find medication everywhere. I went to لا الفهد ولا الحرس ولا سعود ولا خالد ولا الحبيب. Only it is in SDER, the medication. So it happened that this conversation went to one of the leader in the specialized center and raised it to Dr. Shanawi, and they managed, and at the next place, the lady, she told her, go back to your pharmacy and ask, did it receive it or not? So she go back to the pharmacy and she say, yes, it was found. So actually through the support group, it reached the leaders, and the medication which was not available all over the kingdom, which was supposed to be, it was redistributed well. So this is the redistribution, Dr. Hajar. You have another redistribution. Someone put all this medication and say, anyone want dose of medication? But I say, how come they are redistributing easily the medication? You don't know about the packaging, however, but some of them, they say, I can even take the expense to send you the medication. He will give the expense. He will send it by himself. He will pay for SAMHSA. So really, those people in this group, they are amazing. I don't know how, but and some one say, you know, the dialysis, it need some tubes. He say, I don't have the tube, I need it. So someone asked him, where are you? I will send you one. So it is amazing, and I think we need to just be with them to guide them. So influence policy, and regarding also someone of the patient here in the support group, he was talking about how he went to the Amara and he talked with them, and they open a new, like a new masar for those patients to be easily accessed. So some of those advocacy group, yes, really they do some pressure because they are the people who are suffering, and they go right to the right stakeholder. This one, he say, please, my blood pressure start raising, especially the number which is down. He mean the dominator, systolic, diastolic. He mean the diastolic. What shall I prevent if I am just post-transplant? So they told her, go away from milk, from salt, and they increase her medication. And someone, they say, I have this medication, they give it vitamin D, they give it to me once weekly. Once daily, every month. But another lady told me no. So once I asked her, why they give you every month? No, it should be every week. The last one was the good one. She said, look, go for your doctor and he will tell you what you need. So this is the good people, and you know, sometimes they don't want harm, but they will give from themselves some of the information. One of the thing which I find it in the support group, and you find it also in the real life, that you are talking as a doctor or as a pharmacist, and then a celebrities or YouTuber just say, okay, go, I have the medication for every day, every disease in the life. You know them, you know those people who have the medication for every disease in the life. Diabetes, hypertension, cancer, thyroid, recurrent abortion, everything. They have the medication, and people, they believe them. And sometimes my mother sent me the YouTube. I told her, why you send me this? You want my blood pressure to go up. So I did some research. Why people they believe in celebrities and YouTubers more than doctors? What do you think? Why they believe them more than us? And their psychosocial, social, systemic influencer factors. Some of them, the fame, the halo around them. And they are sharing with the patient their own stories. Angelina, when she did the mastectomy after a BRCA, everyone went and they did it. Sometimes it's good and from one side, but when the celebrity is giving nonsense thing, this is the problem. And I think that, and I find it that because they are more transparent, they are reaching the people in very simple language. It is sometimes difficult for me even to explain to the parent in 5 minutes what does VUS, variant of uncertain significance, means, which I spend one lecture or 30 minutes, or at least 30 minutes, or 1 hour to the doctors. So another thing, the doctors, the patient with us in the clinic, they are under the pressure. The patient, the babies are crying. The father waiting for parking. And everything is under stress. While the mother in the home, she's on her sofa, looking in the phone, relaxed, and seeing all these things with a nice lady who is smiling, and I tried this, and she will believe them. So I think we have to try to change some of our way that they will really be convinced more with us. We are improving, of course, but still, they are taking sometimes their information as a guarantee, which is not that good. And another thing, which is, you know, the algorithms. in YouTubes and in Google. Whatever you want, they will give you, and then they have your algorithm. So they will send you the more and the more and the more YouTube about that. This hilba will make your blood pressure went down. So the more and more and more you are opening, the more and more you are believing that this hilba will do this thing. So what about advocacy group in our support group worldwide? There is this about Atypical aHUS Foundation, founded by AstraZeneca. So they have to do fund for us in Arabic. طيب دكتورة هاجر هذه هم مسوينها بالإنجليزي, so they have to help us in Arabic. And I like the frequent question, what about all about this? This is another one, another support group. And when I did a research about support group in Arabic and in English, so when I did in English, I have many about support group in aHUS. I have many support groups, and it went this. When I put in Arabic, متلازمة انحلال الدم اليوريمية, none, zero. ما في ولا support group. Mayo Clinic, Med Information, Wikipedia. So we are lacking, under, even not in Saudi Arabia, not in UAE. And there was one Facebook account, and he tried to make it globally, but the one in UAE and Saudi Arabia is zero activity. DeepSeek, you know DeepSeek? The new ChatGPT had another opinion while there is difference between Arabic and English support group. He said the English, usually they have the more common language now when people want to reach it. And there is really notable deficiency in Arabic sites and lower awareness of rare disease. It's a very, in Arabic speaking language, limited translation of global resource into Arabic, cultural preference that they are private, close, so they utilize or analyze it. This is the Facebook support group for aHUS and, sorry, Atypical aHUS, but again, it is not activated. I will end with those, some of those, before I put my call of action. So Rare Disease Day is International Day, and in Rare Disease Day in 2025, more than you can imagine. This is the title, this is the theme. And the Atypical aHUS, they put for them a local or something unique. They want everyone with Atypical aHUS to write the number of impacted family member because of their diseases, as how many people were impacted with their disease, 0 to 5 or more, and those with atypical, whom I know how many in which city, and then they want it to be in one slide. They will make it in one slide like this, and they will publish it. So like for this, it will be, and this will make it more, visible, and after this, they can do more research and all the important things. I went to another support group, another disease. This father, Mr. Amin, he had 2 girls with Wolfram, which is rare disorder, and he managed to make this Wolfram aHUS. He make it in English and Arabic, and I think that we need not only doctors to lead. It's actually not the doctors. Actually, it is the patient and the family who need to be together, because they are the one who will continue. And I was talking with Dr. Hajar that when we start something, if we started as a doctors and we are going to continue, sometimes when we go and we retarded and we go away from our work, no one will continue. So if you want to continue your work, you have to bring the other people who have the passion, who have the system that it will continue. Otherwise, your work will be interrupted. To make it more, more continuous, you have to have passion and system. And I think we have the system that we can implement, and we have people who have the passion. Call to action. For your patient, I would like that to encourage our patient to join them, to make advocacy group. We can participate with them, to share their story, to wear awareness. Maybe next year we can have them with us, inshallah, at the same time. For healthcare, collaborate with advocacy group to improve the patient care. Try and go with those telegrams. See, they will not know you because you can go without any name, but you can correct things. Take antihypertensive pills before you go in because sometimes you'll have this. For policymaker and industry, support funding for rare disease research, access therapy, and partner with advocacy group to address the unmet need. This one was of the Together, Stronger Together. نادرون وبكم أقوى. We are rare, but together we will be stronger. And this was in 2022 when Saudi Society of Medical Genetics, we bring an artist, and she paint with the patients. Those all are patient paint. Actually, they did good in Al Faisal University, and we gathered the patient alone. The parent, they were alone with another doctor, psychiatrist, physiotherapist, and they were all talking together. So alone we are rare, together we are strong. And by this, I reached the end. Thank you very much.
Beautifully said, Dr. Amal. Thank you very much. It was really a beautiful presentation. الله يعطيك العافية. Moving to our next speaker, Dr. Abdullah Al-Rajhi.